Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I'm Darren Harris, also known as Abdul, and I am a certified real estate broker here in Dubai. I specialize in a few areas such as JVC and Arjan, Dubai Land Residence Complex, Talal Golf, Arabian Ranches, in Mohammed bin Rashid, District 11. So today what I want to do is I want to show you guys the step-by-step guide on how you can rent an apartment here in Dubai. The first thing I want to talk about is rentals that have a tenancy contract with it. So these are usually a duration of 12 months, and it's a very rare situation when it's 6 months. So we're talking about yearly renting for 1 year. The first step that one needs in order to rent here in the UAE and Dubai specifically is you need your documents. I cannot emphasize this enough. You must have first your passport copy. Secondly, your Emirates ID. Thirdly, your residence visa. And last but definitely not least, you must have a checkbook. So once your documents are intact, then you proceed to the next step, the second step, which is for you to start the search. Here in the UAE, it's very easy to search for an apartment. They have many outlets and portals for these things. Some of the most trusted ones are Bayut, B-A-Y-U-T. Secondly, you also have a very good one in the region, Property Finder. So Property Finder is another portal which you can use to search for yourself a unit. And the third one that you can use is called Do Bizzle. It's worth noting when searching for the apartments on these portals that you try to make sure that you're looking for true checked properties. Or on Property Finder, agents that are legit and have their broker card, they're either super agent or they're verified agent. Another thing that is worth noting is that the owners want to rent these properties out as soon as possible. So it's best to really look for the properties that are listed newer, because it means that it's fresh and it's more than likely available. Another thing in regards to the searching is that on the portals, you're able to search by way of location. And you should have an idea generally of which place you want to live in, because maybe you work in a certain area, you want to live close to your job. That's a good thing. And also another thing you want to have in mind is the price. So you can search by way of price, you can search by way of unit type. If you're looking for a studio, a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom, pretty much these portals make it extremely easy for you to find an apartment. And if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, leave this video a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and turn on your bell notification. On for the next step, which is step 3, which is viewing. So this is a very interesting topic. I would say a lot of the times I get requests from people to send photos, send videos to verify if the unit is legit, which is no doubt good that people request photos and videos. I think viewing is very important and that you should come for the viewing. You should only come to view with the agent when you are actually ready. Like, don't come for the viewing if you don't have documents, you've only been in the country for 2 days, because you can potentially waste the agent's time. You have to keep in mind that these agents are, like myself, are working on only commission basis. All right, so the next step is booking. All right, now for booking, generally the UAE practice for booking is that you pay the security deposit, which is for unfurnished units, it is 5% for security deposit. For a fully furnished apartment, you should pay 10% of the annual rental price. Okay, so that's how you book it. Now, another very important thing in regards to booking is that this is the time for negotiation. So that agent who you have, you want to make sure that you have a good agent, because that agent is going to negotiate on your behalf to get you, if you can only afford to pay 6 checks, he's going to get you that 6 checks. If that agent is good at trying to make the owner understand that they should lessen the price, that agent is going to help you out with that to lessen the price. This is what I do. Also, make sure if you like it, book it, because there's been so many times when someone has liked an apartment and they don't book it, and then the next day it's gone, especially if it's a really good property. So that's the next step, booking. So step 5 is to make the contract. Now, before you make the contract, it should be worth noting that there's a lot of fees here in Dubai. So when you get ready to make that contract, once you've booked the apartment, say you've paid 5% for an unfurnished apartment to book it, you really like it, you have your documents, the owner and you agreed on a price, you're going to pay 4 checks, okay, collapse. Now it's time to make the contract. All that stuff is going to be added into the contract, such as the security deposit, the unit number, the amount of checks, the annual rent amount, your name, the owner's name. All these things are added into the contract. Now, before you sign the contract, you should know that you're going to have to pay fees. So you have to pay the agent a commission. This is something which is normal here. So a lot of people who may be coming from the United Kingdom, USA, France, Europe, Africa, different parts of the world, just know when you get here to the UAE, Dubai, when you're renting a property, you will pay a few fees. For the contract, you will sign and then the owner will sign. And then that's at the same time you hand over the checks. And most of the time, it's 4 checks. So you're going to pay 3 months up front. You may pay 3 months up front cash. So no one said this was going to be easy. We are on to the last step. The last step is the activation of the utilities. Now, it's worth noting that some buildings have a move-in form. So when they have a move-in form, you have to do these things before you can move into the apartment and sometimes get the keys. Here in the UAE and in Dubai, it's called DEWA. So it's Dubai Electric and Water Authority. You have to register your DEWA. It's worth noting that there is a blazing 2,130 dirham deposit that is taken from you when you activate your DEWA. This is given back to you whenever, if you leave the country, if you move out, if you cancel DEWA, whatever, it will be given back to you. It's just a deposit. Another hefty deposit that you will have to pay is the AC deposit. There are many different companies for AC, such as Zinner, Empower, Emicool, there's Aqua. There's many different AC third-party providers that you have to pay the deposit down to activate your air conditioning. And that's something you're gonna need if you're gonna be here in this hot country. Next is gas, which is probably one of my favorite because the bill is so low. Gas deposit, you will put it down, you will activate your gas, and then you pay quarterly, or if sometimes you can pay monthly, but the bill is very, 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 very less. It's extremely low. Yeah, so those are the utility deposits that one would have to pay to go into the apartment. In some cases, you may have to get an NOC from the owner, which is a non-objection certificate from the owner, just like kind of like saying, hi, I'm such and such, I'm the owner of this apartment, and I allow blank to enter into my apartment to start the 1-year lease or something like that. The owner signs, they give it to you, and then you use that as a document as well to enter into the unit. So yeah, once all that is complete, then finally you get the keys and then the unit is yours. If you've made it this far, thank you. I really appreciate it. If you're looking to rent, there is a link in the description. You can get direct access to me and I can help you out. So that is a simple step-by-step guide on how you can rent a unit here in Dubai. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.